for those of us who had responsible father figures growing up, you see that there's this one quality or this one trait that they all have in common, and that is their ability and their willingness to provide for the people they love, their family, friends, and all that. He might not have been the richest person in the world, he might not have even been rich. He might have been maybe average when it comes to the income scale, or maybe below average. But then you see that you come up to him when you were a kid, right? You come up to him, oh daddy, I need this for school. Maybe it was on short notice, maybe I need a laptop, maybe like a gaming laptop or something for something intensive in school, You tell him on short notice. When you tell him, you see he'll be quiet. When you tell him how much it costs, like the average cost of a gaming laptop, it's quite expensive. So you tell him, you see he'll be quiet. Then right before you need it, he somehow managed to get it for you. You don't know how he got it for you. You don't know if he went for a loan. You don't know if he dipped into the emergency savings. You don't know how he got it for you, but he just managed to get it for you when you needed it. And that is what I think makes a man. I think that is what you can look at and say, okay, this person is a man. You see plenty YouTubers, plenty self-improvement moguls and all that saying, as a man, you need to earn 50,000 a month. You need to work about 80 hours a week. You see plenty people having different opinions. But then I think you can have someone working 80 hours a week and still isn't having this trait I'm talking about. You can have someone earning $50,000 a month, right? Or a week. But then that person still refuses to provide for those he loves. He still refuses to do what he has to do. He refuses to take on the responsibilities he has to as a father or even as a husband or something. Would you call that person a man? I don't think so. So as a man, there are responsibilities that have some responsibilities come up as a man. You get it? Like as you are growing up, the responsibilities that you have increase, and the more money you make, the more responsibilities increase. Because when you are, let's say, a low income man or an average income man, you prioritize your nuclear family, or your kids, your wife, and your parents, and maybe your siblings, depending on whether they are needy or not. But then those are the ones that you prioritize, just like that little circle. But then when you go to maybe when you go above average or like to the top 1%, that is when you have the luxury to take care of your friends and your extended family. That's when you see people paying school fees for their uncles' kids, that's their cousins or something, or nephews or whatever. You see people doing all that. Is because the more money you make, the more is expected of you, and the more responsibilities that come with that amount of income. You see, these days you see people who are rich are more likely to do philanthropic things. Bill Gates, even Jeff Bezos, who is not known to be a philanthropist at times, he does give donations. The more money you make, the more is expected of you. That is just how it is, I guess. I don't know why, but that's how it is. So as a man, you can make a lot of money. That doesn't mean you are going to do things that will make you a man. It is your willingness to do things, your willingness to take on the responsibility and see it through. Because taking care of a child and providing what the child needs for 18 years, or like from the time the child is born to the time that the kid is able to, like, is old enough to take care of him or herself, it's not easy, trust me. Paying school fees, making sure the child has everything he needs, like giving a comfortable life alongside taking care of your wife, your parents, your friends, and all that. It's not easy. So forget what all those people are saying. You have to make 50,000 a month. You need to work this number of hours and all that. I was watching a YouTube video, right? I was watching a YouTube video, and there was this guy who was a factory worker, right? And he said one of his colleagues was also a factory worker, and after that, like when they closed from the factory work, he used to do DoorDash, which is kind of like, in Ghana, DoorDash is like let's see, Bolt food, like those riders for Bolt food. Yeah, that is DoorDash in the US. Yeah, so he used to do DoorDash after factory work, and if you know factory work, you know it's very intensive and very stressful. You are always working, always lifting things and all that. After that, he would still come and do the DoorDash and still struggle to make ends meet, even though he's working all those hours, you know. So working all those hours doesn't mean you'll be able to get anything done, but then it's your willingness and your ability to do it that makes you a man. That's what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.